To start this project, I have a list of chains of 180 in total, and we are going to chain one, and then start working a half double crochet at chain number 3. So we work a half double crochet in every chain until we get here you have to chain one, then you skip one stitch, you skip this, go to the next and work a half double crochet until we approach the last 3 chain. So continue working. Okay, let's work the last 3 stitches. We are now made a half double crochet, and let's work the 3 stitches that are remaining. We chain one, then from there we skip one, we skip this, go to the last 2 and put a half double crochet, and then we turn our work and chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then double crochet in the next stitch, then we chain 1, double crochet in the main body of the work, the first stitch, then chain 1, skip 1 stitch, go to the next and make your double crochet. This is how we are going to finish this row. Skip this, go to the next, make your double crochet. So continue working and finish the round. Okay, let's work. This is what we've come up with, our long line. So we are going to do the finishing of this row and turn. So double crochet, we have an extra stitch here, you just skip it and then go to the last 2 and put your double crochet, then double crochet in the last one. Remember, in between these 2 we are not chaining one because they are standing next to one another, not separating them. You can see what we have. Then from there we turn our work and chain 1, then from there on top of this next stitch we put a single crochet that way, then there is a chain here, we put a single crochet, then go to the space, skip this stitch, go to the space and put 2 together, 2 stitches together that way, then skip this, go to the next and put 2 single crochet together that way, and this is how we are going to complete this round. Skip this, go to the next, put 2 together, you can see what is coming out, then skip this stitch again, go to the next, 2 together. So continue and finish the round. I will meet you after that. Let's finish the row and turn. And remember, in the chain we are only putting 1 because the chain is in the group of these last 2, not in the group of the main body. So here we are only going to put 1 single crochet, then skip to this stitch, put a single crochet, then go to the chain 4 in the last chain, or we put a single crochet, then chain 1 and turn, and we are going to repeat the same round of single crochet. So we put the first one here and then we move on. We've misplaced this. We are going to put it at the right place, put it here. Then for the chain is here, so we have 3, Then from there we continue working our single crochet until we finish this round, and when we finish this round we repeat the row of treble crochet just the way we did it. Then we are going to meet. Let's cross over together and then turn together. Then from there you can continue on your own. And do not forget to deal with it in one which is here. We put a single crochet so that the work will not look crooked. So we have completed. Then we chain one. We are going to chain 4 because we are working treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then treble crochet in the next stitch which is here. Then we are going to restore our chain. So we chain 1 and then treble crochet. We skip this, we go to the next and put our treble crochet. So we have restored our chain 1 back. After 2 stitches we have our chain 1 here. So from there we are going to chain 1, then skip 1 and go to the next and work our treble crochet just the same way we did here. Okay, this is what you've done. Now let's measure our work for the sake of those who don't want to make a very long or high waist, so that they can know where to start. Now we have 28 inches, and if you wanted to start the work working the rest of the project, you can start from here, but I'm intending to proceed and make around 4 inches. 4 inches is hard to hear, which means I'll make how many rounds? I'll make the from here, you can see this mark, sorry, from this mark to this I have 1 inch. So if I'm making 4 inches, it means I'll have to make a 4 round without counting this one. Sorry, counting this one, 1, 2, then 2 more. So continue with me and make 4 rounds, repeating this treble crochet and then 2 rounds of a single crochet, and we are going to meet after that. We've completed the 4 rounds I told you to make. Now we are going to cut the yarn. This is our work. We chain 1, then cut the yarn from this side and pull through. Then observe what I'm going to do. We turn our work this way. After turning, we go straight to this stitch which is here, our first stitch, and make a double crochet. Not a double crochet, my God. We make a slip stitch, then from here, not a slip stitch, still a slip knot. We come in this stitch, the first stitch that we started with, and pull through our yarn through the slip knot and chain for 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. We cross over and join our work with a slip stitch. So we are not intending to make this area very wide, just 4 chains enough. So that is our opening. Then from there we chain 1 and cut the yarn. We cannot start from there. We will be starting from the side because the pattern we intend to use, the starting and the ending line keeps on moving. So we have connected our work. We can now start working from here. You can count in the stitch, but don't start, just start somewhere here and we will be moving. So we come again, put a slip knot, then go to this stitch on top and put you can start anywhere, but don't start in the area around here. So that, okay, from there we put our slip knot, the chain 3, chain 1, and you are going to work as a row of single crochet throughout this line. So you know what is a single crochet by now. We are just going to work it without skipping any line until we come to the end of the round here. We've arrived where we were putting a chain, so we work everywhere is we are working a single crochet, including top of this 2 stitch. Then we land into the chains that we made and they make a single crochet in each. So you can see we've closed this, no more chaining one, and likewise to the other part when we get there. That is what we are going to do. So continue, we are going to meet where we started this joint. Okay, let's finish the round with a slip stitch, and then from there we chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and we put a slip stitch, and that is what we have. Then we do it again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1, 1, 2. In number 3, put a slip stitch. Continue working this way. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, let's finish up the round. We have 3 stitches left, so we put a slip stitch here. And then we move 3 slip stitch half ones to be at the center of this loop. So we have 3 slip stitch half ones. That is, we've done the connection. We start the second round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the next loop. Stitch number 3 is the center because we have 5. So 1, 2, 3. You put a single crochet, not single crochet, but a slip stitch. 5 again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the next and put in the stitch number 3, you put a slip stitch. So you work this way until we finish the round. 3, 4, 5. Let's confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the center, stitch number 3, and put a slip stitch. So continue working and finish the round. Okay, we've come to the end of the round. So let's put a slip stitch, and this is how we put a slip stitch in this pattern. You go at the joint, you put the first slip stitch, then you go 3 slip stitch half ones to be at the center of this loop. So 1, 2, 3. Remember, we are not counting the slip stitch at the joint, the one we put at the joint. Then you repeat the pattern and make around 6 rounds. Then we are going to meet. If there will be instructions, I will always make you know. So we chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straight away, skip to the next loop and put your slip stitch. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the next loop, make a slip stitch. So continue. I'll meet you after you've made around 6 to 7 rounds. This is how far we have gone in our work. I have made 40 rows from this belt here. I have counted there are 40 rows. Now we will start making the leg opening, and I have counted these loops These ones, I've counted them 1, 2, 3, and the whole round they are 60. So this leg will take 30 and this other one will take 30. Now we are going to do the finishing and then cut the yarn because this line has taken us all around. You cannot start where it has ended. So we start, sorry, have already chained 4, we hand 5, and then from there we put our last stitch, sorry, the way we know in this pattern. So we go to the joint and make a slip stitch, then 3 slip stitch up once and cut our yarn. Okay, 2, then 3, and then we cut our yarn. So I'll cut a long one, then from there I'll pull through. So we go to the middle and start working. We get our yarn and make a slip knot. Then we go, remember where we have this loop, we have 5 chains. So we go to the center, which is number 3. 1, 2, 3, the center is number 3. It is the one that divides the loop into a half. From there, we are going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we go on the opposite direction. We cross over so that we can create the 2 openings and look for stitch number 2 and number 3, chain number 3, and put our slip stitch. Then from there we are going to work now the pattern that we already know. We can now remove the mark. No, let's have the mark there. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go to this one and place in the center just the way we've been working until we get to where we have our chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place where we were placing and continue. I'll meet you where we've made the 10 chains. You can see now we have the leg opening. Okay, we've arrived, approached where we made the chains. Actually have retreated and made 20 chains instead of 10. I've realized that I'm making for someone who is big. So if you can work with 10, you can work with 5. We can work with 20 depending on whom we are making for. So let's work this area. I've already chained 5. Sorry. I've already chained 5, so we come at the joint here and place our slip stitch so that we don't mess up with these. Then from there we chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go to number 3, 1, 2, 3, and put our slip stitch. Remember our work is divided into 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to number 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Make a slip stitch. Sorry. And number 3 is here. We make a slip stitch. Then we continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we count 1, 2, 3. Make a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue. 1, 2, 3. A slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3. Continue working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are now placing this one at the joint. 1, 2, 3. So we place it at the joint. And from there we continue our pattern until we come back here again. So we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and then we cross over and make like that. So continue working. I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, we've arrived where we made the chain and the loops. So let's work this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the main row of the loop, just like other loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The main row is chain number 3 because we have 5. You can see the hair it has started resembling the other part of the work. So we move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the main row stitch, it is just displaying itself as the center stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just move on and see what we are doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We move on. Something small, some instructions. You realize that we don't have an area where we are starting or ending because we don't want our leg to develop going outwards like a panel. We want it to go straight. That's the reason why we don't have a joint where we are ending like we had a joint in this one. Our joint was here, but for this one we don't have a joint. We are just going round and round and round. So continue and make a few rows. When you feel that your leg part that you want is enough, you stop there. I'll also come back when mine is enough. Now I've completed making part of the leg of this shirt, and if we may count, I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've made 12 rows. So we are going to cut the yarn. You can see how the ending has come to be. What I've done here is I have chained 4, 4 instead of 5. So you can have 5 or 4 if you want. So let's cut our yarn. I've already chained 1. We cut our yarn and then we pull through. So we are going to start working the other part of the leg. Remember, this is the back. So what we do is we come to where we finished the round and insert our hook, then pull through the slip knot. After pulling our slip knot, we are going to chain. Forget about the tails, we will take care of them later with the scissors. So we are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then from there we come to this joint. We have a joint here and make a slip stitch so that we don't have a gap. Make a slip stitch at the joint. Just master how to do it. Then from there you chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go straight to this loop and put our single stitch at the center. 1, and that is how we are going to continue until we are out of this center part. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the other loop and make a slip knot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the center. We are just estimating the center is this chain number 3. Okay, you can see what is happening. We continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the center here. Remember, this is the chain that we made. We are working on the chain that we made of 20 or 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, depending on what you made. I made 20, you may make it 10. Somebody else will make it 15 and it will still do better. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, still moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to make it 5. If I make it 4, I will repeat 1, 2, 3, 4. I will undo this one. It has to be 5 for the work to come out clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. Come at the center here. Make a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the center again. We come here and enter at the joint. We are not going to enter here. You enter at the joint. It is as if we are doing a finishing of that lane. So we have set the base for starting. We have the arm hole, the leg hole. So we keep on moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just the stitch number 5. Sorry, number 3. That is our center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We keep on moving. So what we are going to do now that we've set the work the other part of the leg, you continue and make a duplicate of these 12 rounds. You can make more if you wish or less, but you have to make a leg opening. So continue, you meet to finish the round together. Our sort is now ready to be worn. You can see how I've done the finishing. This is in between the legs. So we are going to put I've made a long lace and a small one. I intend whoever will wear it will just close once here on top with a small lace. So we just insert that small lace that way. This is the small lace and the tie. Then from there we will have a very long one that will play the role of the button. So we are going to insert it in our short. We insert it through these loops which are here. So we take the center loop, estimate and move it around this way until we go all the way to the back. Just the balance before negotiating. So we negotiate all the way to the back and see what is going to how it will turn out to be. Alternatively, we can have it here. Let's try to put it around these stitches which are here and see how it is going to behave. Either we will have to have it in for adjusting the work. So we just move, skipping 2 stitches, or we can even skip one, as long as you have these two for negotiating it. Just skip one stitch to make it good, and you negotiate all the way to the back. Keep on moving. So it is coming out nicely, so we move through here instead of the larger loops. So you can see what is coming out. So continue, negotiate yours all the way to the back. We are going to meet in front and do the tying. Just move slowly. in between the stitches, or the stitches that we had made there. So continue moving. Okay, we finished fixing the belt. Now we can have the wearer tie it the way they want, depending on their design. There we go.